Hello, I guess we better get to planting. Earlier today, I scooped up 1,600 pounds of compost and soil into my 3 massive garden beds. This is my first year taking gardening seriously, so I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm hoping for the best. So, let me show you. When it comes to planting these babies, I have an entire Canva sheet. And this is my guideline based on my research and ChatGPT. So garden bed number 1, we have tomatoes, marigolds, basil, and chives, as well as lettuce, lots of peas, and strawberries. I don't know if I should be putting strawberries inside of the garden beds. Maybe I should put them directly in the ground, but I'm gonna try it. Who cares? This is fun. It's fun to learn. Anyways, garden bed number 2, we have roots, okay? We have onions, we have carrots. We also have cucumber and zucchini. We're only gonna have 1 zucchini plant because apparently they get huge, okay? Like 3 feet long. So that's gonna be almost half of 1 garden bed. And in our last garden bed, number 3, we have cabbages, radish, spinach, lettuce, and lots of beets because I want to learn how to pickle beets later. So anyway, I have a ton of seeds. I have my tomato plants. I should probably also admit that I did try starting a lot of these from seed, but they all failed. I went on vacations and Bob did not keep them alive. Just kidding. It was my fault from the beginning. I was asking some people on Instagram how I should prepare the soil and stuff. They all recommended to kind of wet it first. So I'm going to try wetting it and then I'm going to start with the garden box number 1. Let's go. I don't know how wet they meant, but we'll just give it a nice little spray. Pat it down a little, if you know what I mean. Yes. I'll even give it a nice little raking after too. Why not? Smoothing it out. We're all about the vibes in this place. I was really worried because originally my soil was super hydrophobic, so then I decided just to add some compost and it's helped a lot. So we're just vibing. That should do. Let's go with that. So there's a few things that I learned when it comes to planting tomatoes or transplanting them, and that is that each, like all along the stem, you're gonna find like these little hairy things, and those are actually good to turn into roots. So when you have a plant like this, you can actually plant it a little bit deeper, help it develop a stronger root system, and then it'll just be a stronger plant. Number 2 is that in the armpit of these things, I already picked some off, but there's sometimes like an extra branch that kind of starts popping out of there. There's even one right here. You can just pinch that off and it just helps the plant focus its energy on, you know, the stronger branches and actually producing fruit. Yeah, I only have 1 cage. I wonder if there's like a way, how do I do this? Like, can I just take these out? Oh, there we go. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go on a mission tomorrow to get more cages, but for now, this will suffice. It's not like it's a lot. Oh my God, I'm scared. Oh my God, it's looking a little weak. Okay, let's get started. I'll also mention that as for tools, I have a couple that I'm going to try using today. This one here is just a shovel, but it actually has measurements on it. So when I'm actually kind of doing the other seeds or something, then I think that this one could be helpful. I don't know. But for these guys, I need kind of some big holes. So I'm just going to use this bigger shovel right now. And then I have this little stabber cutie thing, and I was just going to use this for seeds. So I was just going to poke the soil and then put the seeds inside that way. Yeah, let's go with here. Well, hope that's right. Just gonna use some of the leftover soil that was inside of the bucket. And also, it also recommended to take out the bottom little leaves here because you don't want it touching the soil, apparently. I'll just take off even that one actually. And I think that that'll leave us with a pretty strong plant after I actually get it to stand up. Okay. for now, until I get a cage, I was just gonna kind of let it rest on this thing, just so it doesn't kind of fall over. So that'll do the trick for now. Okay, one done. So I completed transplanting all of my tomatoes. I have different cages on all of them. This one's the original. I don't know. This one I also like messed up because I accidentally broke off 2 branches. This one I need to get a bigger cage for tomorrow, and this is my nice large cage as it grows. I think that it'll fill in nicely. I think this is just the one I'll want to use on both of them. I think I'm just going to finish it off today with finishing this half. I'm going to put the marigolds and basil all around, and then those can get growing, and the rest we'll probably do tomorrow because I'm pooped still. Okay, so let's actually talk about this. Why am I doing basil, marigold, and chives? Now, if you are a gardener, you probably already know, but if you're a beginner like me, then you might just be learning this. Okay, so basil goes really well with tomatoes. I don't know, they help like boost each other or something like that. And you know what? What's even better and more ironic is the fact that tomato and basil are so good together when you eat them as well. So it only works out to have it here. Marigolds, on the other hand, around tomatoes helps to get rid of, eliminate, prevent pests. Okay, and they're cute and they're pretty, so I'm gonna sprinkle them all around. And garlic chives, why am I doing garlic chives over here? Well, because ChatGPT told me to. Let's get started. Oh, come on. Last year mine got pretty big, so I'm probably just gonna do one here, maybe one here. The last task I have for the day then is just to give these a good water. I have a giant pail here with a bunch of water and also this Pro Mix root booster. My dad gave this to me. It says you can use it with vegetables and stuff and it just helps promote root growth. So I'm gonna give this a shot. If you've used this, let me know. If not, let me know. And let's get to it. We're just sealing everything in. I don't even know where my seeds are anymore. Okay, that's that. See you tomorrow.
2 days later.
So it's been 2 days and the weather is not on my side. It's been raining today, it's gonna rain for the next 3 days, and I still have not planted my seeds, but my tomatoes, they're in. So anyway, I think I might have to wait another 3 days because I don't actually know if I can plant my seeds if it's gonna rain because I don't want them to drown. Never mind, lol. I asked people on Instagram if I should just plant them and people just said just do it. So I'm gonna do it. So we're gonna start off with the strawberries and then we'll do all of the seeds around this area. It looks like my strawberries actually have like a couple plants in each, but it seems like that must be how they work well together. So I'm just gonna still take this entire chunk basically and put it all in one area. I already initially wet the soil, so I don't know. Maybe that's better for when I'm planting the seeds, but you know. As for taking it out of the pot, I also don't know the best way, but I'm just gonna loosen it all first and then try to take it out that way. I don't really want to disturb the roots, but I also, the other day when I was taking all of the tomatoes out, I realized that cutting the pots just wastes the pot. So I don't want to cut the pot this time. I just want to kind of, you know, do this. Oh, hey, it worked. Okay. That'll do. Great. Except it's a little short, so I'll add a little bit of soil. Maybe a little bit more. I also learned that if you're buying strawberries with the plant already kind of intact like this, that you kind of want to pinch off any of the flowers. And the reason why is because then it can focus its strength on creating a stronger root system rather than putting its energy into making the fruit. And this way you'll actually be left with more fruit in the end. So I think that's what I will do right now.
Bye, have a great time.
No, come back. For example, you can kind of see this strawberry right here. We're actually just going to pluck it off because we don't want it putting all the energy into this. It's going to be a small little strawberry, so we want it to develop some strong roots, you know what I mean? But it is also kind of like sticking out. I hope it'll kind of stay growing. And let's see if there's any other ones. This one, I'm kind of concerned, are these going to turn into flowers? We'll keep our eye on it, but something in me wants to take it off. Also take off these dead pieces as well. Yeah. On this one, same thing. These ones I'm a little bit concerned about. I'll keep watching these. Actually, this one definitely is a flower, so I'm just gonna take that off. And I'll get rid of some of these dead leaves at the bottom here as well, just to clean it up a bit. Oh no, fruit. We don't want the fruit yet. Nope. So my original plan was to put lettuce on this side and then just tons of peas on this side. But now I'm realizing that I actually forgot to buy my lettuce seeds. So I have to go back to the store and buy lettuce. But for now, I'll just plant all my peas. I think the spacing is going to be a little bit close because I should have put my strawberries a little bit more that way so I have room for 2 rows. But these rows will just be a little bit tight, I think. First things first, I'm just going to pat down the earth. Pat it down, pat it down, pat it down, pat it down. I just want it to be like good to put the seeds in, you know. And it's gonna go straight into the compost. I hope that's okay. I just noticed that the ground is a little bit uneven here. Last year I only had 3 pea plants and it gave me so many peas. I was absolutely obsessed. I love peas. I think they're the most fun thing to grow. And the fact that the pea seeds are actual like just peas, I just think it's so funny. According to my math, I could have 8 per row. So I'm gonna see where's half. You know what, I might just have to do like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 maybe? Oh, that's a lot. A little bit so that they're not direct. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, we've got a lot here. Here's what the seeds look like. They literally just look like peas. I'm just gonna drop one in to each one of my little holes that I've made. The holes are not very clear, but you know, they'll do. And we're just gonna cross our fingers that each one of these will actually sprout because I'm currently uncertain. I can't wait to nurture these beautiful, beautiful peas. Okay. So it looks like this garden bed is now done. So I think this next garden bed is gonna be super fun. We're gonna be working with onions, carrots, cucumber, 1 giant zucchini, and some marigolds as well. I did try to start my onions from seed indoors already, but that kind of failed. So I'm just gonna be planting these ones directly. I don't know what's better. Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments, but I'm gonna give these a shot. I'm gonna see how to plant them. I'll keep you updated, but it looks like some are already sprouting. So that's a good sign. And they smell good. I like onions. The plan is to have a lot of onions, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 times 3, 32, 48. 48 onions. 48 onions and 48 carrots. Let's start with the onions because they're the most fun looking. This one is already sprouting, so I think it's hopeful. I have to say, it makes me feel really good that some of these were already sprouting, so it looks like my garden is already successful. That's a cheat code. Wow, they're already sprouting. Okay, next up we're going to do these cutie carrots. They look so chubby. Last year I tried to grow carrots and they were absolutely pathetic. They were the tiniest things I've ever seen in my life, but that's because I put too many seeds in one. They were way too close together, so I'm gonna really pay attention to the instructions, which is sow it deep, cover with 1 centimeter of soil. We'll give it a go. I'm low-key nervous now because when I was planting my carrots, I had all of the seeds in my hand like this, and then a big gust of wind came and blew it all over. So yeah, see, I'm seeing some seeds in random areas now, so I might have some extra carrots. I'm gonna give this another quick water just to like settle all of the seeds, and then I'm gonna get started on the second half, which is cucumbers and zucchini. So it looks like my goal is to have basically 2 cucumbers here and then 1 giant zucchini over there. Zucchinis can grow like 3 feet tall and 3 feet wide, so it needs a good chunk of space. I'm gonna surround it with marigolds too, because apparently it helps to protect. Marigolds apparently have a lot of uses, so that's great. But what if I only plant 1 seed and then it doesn't work? Maybe I should plant like 3 really close to each other, see which one is strongest in sprouting. How about that? Might as well. So cucumber, I'm just going to double check here. 12 inches, yeah, about that. Cucumbers, a lot of people grow vertically, but I'm just going to grow it as it is and see how it goes. If I need to get a trellis for it next year, that's totally fine. I love the way seeds look. They look exactly like the seeds in a cucumber, which I guess is obvious, but like, it's so funny. For our last garden bed, we are going to be focusing on cabbage, radish, spinach, lettuce, and beets. So we're gonna see how that goes. I'll put my cabbages on this side so it balances. Cabbages take up a lot of space. It looks like I need to about here for just 2 cabbages. So I'll put a line here for myself. So I'll put 1 cabbage, it needs 1 foot that way. So I'll put 1 cabbage there, and then I'll put another cabbage here. Okay. I also tried to do cabbages indoors and they all failed as well. So I'm really hoping that putting them directly in the soil will help. Maybe I'll put 2 in each and then see if there's a success. No, I'll put 2 in one and then 1 in the other one. Wait, how deep was it supposed to be? 6 millimeters? Okay. Teehee. Good luck, cabbage. Worst case, if I don't see any sprouting from these in the next like 2 weeks, I'm planting more peas. A huge pea farm. I love peas. Look at my glove. Okay, cabbage done. For some reason, it recommended to put 3 into each little hole and just basically choose the strongest one when they start to sprout. I actually just saw that on TikTok, I'm pretty sure. Apparently a girl loves TikTok for all her gardening tips. I don't know why, like is it because radishes have a hard time sprouting? Or is it just like survival of the fittest? Do you just want your strongest radish? Radishes. Perfect. Okay, now what? According to ChatGPT for beets, I can basically have 6 by 6 of a square, and then maybe I can have some lettuce or something else happening over there. Who voluntarily wants to eat lettuce is the question. Okay, the seeds are cute. That's promising. Also, somewhere I read that like I can put more than 1 per hole, and then I can just like prune it if they're strong enough, like whichever one is stronger, I mean. I'll put 1 in some and then 2 in some, I guess. Okay, berry, 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 berry. The only super last thing I have to do is actually add a little bit of mulch to some of the plants. Tomatoes, strawberries, cabbage like a lot of extra moisture, and the mulch basically helps keep the moisture in the ground. So I'm gonna be adding those, and when I clap back, we're gonna have mulch. As for my cabbage, I'm gonna add the mulch after I see some sprouts, just because I can't remember where they are, first of all. And honestly, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, but I'm just gonna wait because I wanna make sure they're growing. So I am a beginner gardener, so if you see that I did anything wrong or you have some tips or advice for me, please let me know in the comments below. And if you did enjoy this video and you kind of like this gardening housewife kind of content, then please subscribe to my channel and like the video. That would be so nice, thank you. Anyway, I'm gonna keep you guys updated when I start to see sprouts, hopefully in the next week or 2. And other than that, I'll see you guys later.